But I want to talk about Tyrese Haliburton. Last night, he just sealed a massive victory for the Pacers. This game was on national TV. It was back and forth the whole time. Lane defense was a continued issue for Indiana. Brook Lopez had 23, Giannis had 19, Taurean Prince had 18, Kyle Kuzma had 9. Milwaukee, as most teams do, had whatever they wanted to have inside. But Indiana stuck with them offensively, right? It was a shootout the whole game. It was, 60-point first half for each team, 60-57, I believe it was, at halftime. Back and forth the whole way through. It ended with a bang. The Pacers were down and out, right? They were down 3 with 6 seconds left. Call a timeout. Nesmith, down 2, misses a floater but gets fouled and only makes 1 free throw. That should be game over. Milwaukee should be sealing it from there. And they did everything they needed to do down the stretch, right? Lillard made his free throws. But Tyrese Haliburton on the other end ended this game with a bang. An incredible drawn-up play from Rick Carlisle. Perfect execution, and the Pacers win, of course, with that corner 3 off balance. Horizontal, falling out of bounds, and the foul to put the Pacers up 1. It was unbelievable. And the Pacers, of course, win this game against Milwaukee, basically at the buzzer. Milwaukee, I think, was better on the day, but Indiana, of course, pulled out the win. If this is what a Bucks series Pacers is going to a Bucks Pacers series would look like, I'm all for it, right? Right now, these teams are the 4 and the 5 in the East. It's a little bit scary, and we'll talk about this in a second, but there's 3 teams tied for the 4 seed right now. It's these 2 and then Detroit. It seems like we're pigeonholing ourselves into a 4-5 matchup between the Pacers and the Bucks. The rest of the regular season is only existing to determine which team has home court advantage in Game 7 and which team has home court advantage in that series as a whole. But right now, with this win, Milwaukee, Indiana, and Detroit are now all tied, 18.5 games back of Cleveland. There's 18 games left to play. Indiana plays Milwaukee on Saturday. That's it for the head-to-head between these 3 until Milwaukee has a home-and-home with Detroit on April 11th and April 13th. Those are the last 2 games of the regular season for both teams. With momentum, I want the Pacers to build a lead because that final week does not really stack in Indiana's favor, right? The Pacers play the Cavs twice. That's tough. And between the Bucks and the Pistons, one of those teams has to win both of those games. It doesn't matter who it is. One of those teams has to win. So I want to see the Pacers build a lead, and this Bucks win was critical to doing exactly that. The Bucks game on Saturday will also be critical to exactly that. I'm interested to see if the Pacers are able to actually make this happen for themselves and actually able to mount a lead. Again, 18 games left in the regular season. The Pacers go back to Milwaukee on Saturday. It's a 3-way tie for the 4 seed, but Tyrese Haliburton, what a superstar in the NBA, putting the Pacers on top, lifting them to a victory over the Bucks at home when it was very unlikely that would occur. I'm very excited about the Pacers. I'm looking forward to seeing how they move forward, and I want to see if they can secure the 4 seed in the East.